Hello everyone, I'm here with Tewa, independent curator and art dealer.
I'm happy to be here for a good reason.
I just wanted to start off because I've always been intrigued with your industry and the art industry.
Yeah.
For me, art is glamorous.
Yeah.
Is it really as glamorous as they say it is?
Depends on who you're talking to. You know, art is about community. It's about your circle, who you're hanging out with, the events you're going. That's what decides the glamour. When you talk about art and an art exhibition, it's about the experience. You know, people come to exhibitions to experience something, and then if they love what they're experiencing, then now they want to own that feeling for their life. That's when they buy a painting. But the feeling first, you have to be in the moment.
So the art scene in Kenya, it's very much, we see art out on the road, we see it in our Maasai markets, we also have galleries. How is there such a big range of the art scene, but only one spectrum or part of the spectrum gets the value? The value isn't really applied to the art scene on the side of this road in our Maasai markets.
You're opening a space only to serve like foreigners who are visiting here, and you're disregarding the locals who have the potential to invest in the art, or who have because Kenyans have money. Kenyans buy cars like changing clothes. Kenyans, when they decide to go throw a party, they drink like crazy. They have a budget for all the other things. But when it comes to art, that's where they draw the line. Why? Because they have not been let into the party. They have always been put in a position whereby you have to explain why you're there. Some years back in 2017, when I was working for another gallery, I had a very interesting experience. There's a lady who walked into the gallery, and she was wearing ragged jeans with dirty boots, and she was walking around very keen on the art, and she kept asking me questions. Tell me about this. If I wanted to judge her by the way she was dressed, I would lose herself. Apparently she was coming from horse riding her horse. And she was just like she had come to have a coffee next to the gallery, and she decided, let me hop in. And later on we had a really interesting conversation, and then she told me, I like those 3 pieces. How can I pay?
Amazing.
And it was a reminder that someone can come with their dirty boots and they can buy 3 pieces because they can wear dirty boots to a gallery, and you will not stop them from coming the way they're dressed. But you realize this perception issue, it first of all comes from the idea of who can buy art. In the Nairobi art scene, most spaces believe that only foreigners have the purchase power. Community, like experts and all that, have the purchase power. It's about how you look.
What is it that we can do
to change that?
To change that, because also art brings us so much joy, and art is also known to help us with our mental health and mental well-being.
I might be a bit radical in my way of doing things, but I'm one believer. If you go to a place and you don't feel appreciated, and you don't feel it didn't add any value to you, don't go. I would rather recommend, if you have some money you want to invest in art and you want to change your walls, go to an art space, like to artist studios and collectives, because that is where the source is. The art studios, that is where the artists are creating. And the last time I checked, I've never received any negative vibe from any artist in Nairobi. I've never. You'll always feel welcomed. You will always, just that people always want to go to art galleries because of the showing off and the hype and the perception, and to look like you're also investing. But if you really honestly want to support and invest, I would encourage you to go to the studios, because there, number one, you'll get better deal, better prices, better time to talk to the artists. You'll get a better chance to have a one-on-one connection with the artist. And many young collectors, they start in the studios.
Wonderful. That was really enlightening. It really was. We could go on for hours having these kind of conversations.
Definitely.
But I wanted to just end off on a lighter note with some quick fire questions.
Sure.
Okay, ready? So, painting or photography?
Painting.
Kenyan art scene or the British art scene?
I will always fight for the Kenyan art scene.
Formal gallery or informal spaces?
Informal, any day. Informal.
Wonderful.
Don't ask me why.
I will not. And your favorite piece of art is?
So that question is a very interesting question because I move in phases.
Okay.
And every phase I fall in love with a different kind of style, and it depends on what I'm going through at the moment. So right now, I'm a big fan of African contemporary art, and that's something that I've been resonating a lot with.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ask me about now about art history, I'll take time. But I've always liked Jackson Pollock.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always liked Basquiat, of course. I'm kind of drawn to the chaos.
I think we can tell.
I'm always drawn to the chaos. So the list can go on and on. But for now, I'm studying and trying to understand work by James Kamande.
Okay.
He's a Kenyan artist, and I might do a lot of projects with him this year.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, wonderful. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having a conversation with you.
I really enjoyed. Maybe I drifted away a bit to the formal conversation, but it's allowed.
Yes.
So I really appreciate for the invitation, and I hope we do these kind of conversations more and more. Yeah, because it's needed. Right now we are in a space where, because we are in the information age, and we are not in a place where if you feel uncomfortable or you have a point or an opinion, art is the only thing that we can turn back to, in my opinion. And art can be poetry, it can be theater, it can be visual art, it can be music. So art is the only thing that can help us process the kind of chaos and madness that is going out globally. So I appreciate for creating space to talk about art, because many people don't think of art in their spaces, in their platforms, unless they are interested in benefiting from it directly. So I really appreciate for this opportunity.
Not at all. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate that.
You're most welcome, and I hope to hear myself how I sound.
You will be perfect.